Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the best deck, or at least what I think is the best deck to escape Midladder with. It's this giant Sparky NATO deck. I feel like this is the best variation of it, but if you don't have some of these cards leveled, Fireball works for Void. You can do Zap for Rage, and if you don't have the Evos, pretty much any ranged air targeting card will work. Like Muskie, E-Wiz is probably the best. Archer Queen is fine, but you do want to get as many Evos as possible. I would recommend this combination. If you don't have Evo Knight, I would do Evo Zap instead of Rage, and then just like Dark Prince or some other better tank. The only reason Evo Knight's in here is because the evolution version. The normal Knight isn't good in this deck, so if you don't have Evo, it's not worth using. I would say, where is it? Dark Prince is better. So yeah, let's just hop into some games, and I'll show you why I think this is good to escape Midladder with. Alright, we got our first game. Okay, so the biggest thing with this deck that I think is good in Midladder is the Void and the Sparky Tornado combo. Because in Midladder, there's a lot of stuff like Witch, Wizard, Executioner, Mega Knight, and Sparky already does pretty good with them, and I personally escaped Midladder with Sparky. But I feel like the NATO could add just add so much to that, because people that are in Midladder, they're definitely like at the skill level to be able to separate their units so that Sparky doesn't hit them all, or I would hope. But it's a little tougher to like think about if Tornado could hit everything. Like if a Tornado could be placed so the Sparky could splash and hit everything. Because the whole point of this deck is once Sparky's charged up, you can Tornado like the supporting troop, like a Musketeer, into the tank that the Sparky's shooting. Like for example, if they have a Valkyrie down and your Sparky shot the Valk once and then they place a Musketeer, like if they're playing Balloon Cycle, on the second Sparky shot you can NATO them together, Sparky will splash, and you just win the game after that. So I feel like you're going to be able to get a lot of value with that combination, because people aren't going to know to not place Musketeer and wait till Sparky shoots. And Void, I can definitely understand if you don't have Void Max, because it just came out, or like a decent level. You definitely don't need max cards, but Fireball does work fine. It's not the best, but it's not bad. I left a Knight here to pull them back. Nice, that's good value. And Void is best used on buildings right in the middle, because you can always Tornado in like supporting troops, but you can't do that with buildings. So if you just Tornado in the supporting troop and then Void the building, they really have no DPS to kill your push. And I think I'll be able to show an example here, except Giant Skeleton will make it a little tough. He might gank, so I'm going to Wizard instead of Mini P.E.K.K.A, yeah. Wizard shouldn't do that bad here. Yeah, Tower does live. I'll have my Rage ready for some bats, because I know he has those. I'll just NATO instead, because I do want this. Oh, perfect. I did want that Dark Goblin dead. There didn't really showcase it too well, but still just the power of building that sort of push, and people can't really stop it. Like, you have to be pretty good to be able to stop that push, and you can just make the same push every time. Beatdown is definitely the best way to get out of Midladder. Alright, we got another match. Hopefully this guy's playing Mega Knight, because I'll be able to showcase why this deck is good against Mega Knight. And Perfect Witch, that's a very mid-laddery card. Wizard Splash will kill like half the stuff people be playing in mid-ladder. Like Goblin Barrel is solid against Witch. Ooh, not that though. Wizard does kind of get countered by Void, but that shouldn't be seen too much. Okay, here I'm going to be able to get a good NATO off. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. People don't like expect it. That's all there is to it. If they don't expect it, they can't stop it. And then that Sparky shot just got like 8 elixir worth of value. So now I can just go in. He doesn't have much. I can Rage that. And is he cooked? He's cooked. Yeah, there it is. It's just as simple as that. Sparky, I know it kind of seems, and I see a lot of people saying that it is a beatdown deck, but there is a lot of control elements, and if you master that. That's like the most important thing. Because there, if I just made a Sparky Giant push the back, he probably wouldn't have been able to stop it. But because I got that massive trade, killing the Mega Knight and the Witch, with the Sparky and then still having it alive to counter push, that's the only reason that worked. So making your opponent make the first play and then reacting to it is a lot better. So I would recommend doing that. Like here he plays Witch and then I play Wizard. And then he just, like, that's a -5 elixir. He can't support it. He can't do anything about it. Yeah, Wizard Bubble still alive. And I will be able to get a good... I'm going to Nitto this together so Firecracker dies. Or not, that's fine. I can just mini pick on it. But... oh, shoot. I won't rage that. My push is dead. At this point, I'm just going to defend. This deck actually has pretty solid defense, too. Because Sparky is a pretty good lane clogger. Like, if you play Sparky in the lane, it's pretty hard to push into it. Like, here, I have a Sparky down. He's not breaking through it. You have to either spell it to get damage, have a counter to it, which you kind of just lose anyway if they have that, or... like, that's pretty much it. Or go opposite lane. But, that makes it really good on defense. Just because this guy can't really do anything. Like, if I have a Sparky in the back, what's he going to do? Battle Ram into it? You can't do anything into the Sparky. So if you get a tower, it's really good to just play patient and spam your cards in the back. Wizard's also pretty good at that. But it's mostly the Sparky. And 10 seconds left. This could be a little bit of a problem because the Evo bats, but I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm all good. GG's to this guy, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we got another match up against the Demon. I'm terrified. For first place with this deck, I don't know if I've talked about that yet. I would just wait. If you have Sparky in hand, just wait. Because that's the thing with Sparky. That's like the only thing that makes Sparky good. Is if they play any sort of ground tank in the back, you can just Sparky same lane as it. And then they can't, they just have to kind of let it die. Because it'll walk up to the bridge by the time your Sparky's around here, as you saw with that Bandit. And it's pretty hard to support, because you could just NATO it together if they try and block a Sparky shot. And if he goes Eva's here, I'll Mini P.E.K.K.A. But yeah, it's just a +3 trade. Only reason that worked out for him is because he's playing P.E.K.K.A. against Giant, which is not a good matchup. And he has E-Wizard Zap against and P.E.K.K.A. against Giant Sparky. This is definitely a really bad matchup, but this deck can win bad matchups more than most other Sparky decks. And you're going to go against a lot of just random stuff in Midladder, so that's why I think this Sparky variant is the best to escape Midladder. Like, E-Drag is a huge counter, and you can just void it, because Void's in this deck. Like, a lot of other Sparky decks I see play, like, Arrow Zap, but that can't really, like, that's only good once you already have matchup. It's not good against, like, not good with, like, making plays to help you win when you can't usually. And that's the thing with NATO, too, is you can make unique plays that can win you unwinnable matchups, and you just can't do that with other decks. That's why I love it. That's why it's my main deck now. I'm going to Giant to block this. Yeah, that would have been too much damage on my Sparky. I think it also would have lined up on the tower. So he is playing P.E.K.K.A. He's also playing E-Wiz. He doesn't have Evo Zap yet, so I am going to go in. And I'm Mini P.E.K.K.ing just so he can't get an easy E-Wiz down. He might still be able to get one down, but it won't be... he won't get that much value, I don't think. I'll probably E-Wiz that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just Rage it. Duchess is OP, so it should just full counter it. Oh, one other thing is, if you have Duchess leveled, even if it is like 2 levels behind, unless it's like 3, don't use it, but just use it. I think every single player in the top 200 is using it. That's how good it is. So it's definitely a must-use if you have it leveled. If not, you can definitely push to like Ultimate Champion without it. You just have to play a little bit better. But it also does pair really well in this deck because of the Tornado. Like, you can Tornado stuff into your Duchess while you're making a push, and it'll kill it. It's especially useful with air cards. Pretty easy defense. Wizard is so good at defense. Honestly, I feel like you could even play Wizard in this deck without the Evo, just because it fits that well. Because Tornado and Wizard is such a good combo. I'm gonna go opposite lane. Because it was almost like a P.E.K.K.A prediction, because if he P.E.K.K.A'd on that, which I thought he might, then that would have won me the game. But if not, like, nothing really happened, so might as well go for it. Just gonna Sparky. Kind of waste a bandit. My wizard should get good value here. Yeah, this is gonna be really good. Just gonna Knight Tornado. That should clean up everything. Ooh, he knights, and I don't think my wizard will cross. Yeah, so I can do Giant behind the wizard because it'll walk up and defend the wizard. Nice. Okay, I'm kind of just playing like the back and forth game with him now, waiting for him to make a mistake so I can go in and get some sort of good NATO. Like if he cycles E-Wiz the back, I could see myself winning. I'm going to go in here, actually. His Duchess isn't full, and I have a whole wizard on the map. So I'm just going to go in with that. I'm going to Giant the bridge, because he won't be able to P.E.K.K.A for the first time on the Giant, unless he saves up for it. But Giant should get some damage. I'm going to Void on the P.E.K.K.A. Hopefully he doesn't play something else. He played something else. Okay. Oh, I get a lot of damage, though. Okay, I wasn't expecting that much damage. Giant is pretty good now, after the buff. Okay, I'll be able to Sparky. And see how I'm still getting a lot of Sparky value, even though he has E-Wiz Zap, which should just completely shut me down. It's really good at just lane clogging. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's not getting very much damage after that first little bit. Just because my Sparky is clogging the lane, making sure he can't go in. He has to go opposite like he's doing this side, but it's not really working out. Because Wizard, too. Wizard's kind of just like a second Sparky in that regard, where it does splash, clogs the lane, and they just can't go in. And that's it. That's GG. We'll play this guy, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we're hopping into our last game against Stoner Man. Very cool name. Alright. I'm probably just going to wait to see what he does. It is pretty good to wait with this deck. It is a little heavy. You know what? Okay. Oh, okay. He goes Night Witch. I was just going to go in, but he decided to make the first play, which is very good. He goes Lumberjack. I'm just going to mini P.E.K.K.A and then Wizard, so that the Wizard hits the Prince and defends and then goes behind my Giant. So it makes a little push there. I'm going to avoid that right away. That would have gotten a little too much value because he would have probably been able to block my Wizard from hitting it. Yeah, that's probably tower. I feel like not only with the Sparky being like making this deck good against in Midladder, but the Wizard is also really good. Like people kind of meme it and they say that Wizard is just like a Midladder card, but there's a reason it's played in Midladder. It is good in Midladder. People struggle defending it, and yeah, just like that, that's under a minute 3 crown. And I didn't even do much special. The only good play I made was the Wizard. GG's to all these guys, and let me know if you want to see other decks that are good at escaping Midladder with, because I know a lot of people struggle getting out of Midladder. There's some other Sparky decks that I have that are pretty solid, but I've been liking this Giant Graveyard deck too. It's just pretty much an unstoppable combo, so it can help you get a lot of damage. You can just easy defend with barbs. Might be pretty solid. Let me know in the comments, but I'll see you guys in the next one.